Christian, it might be more than once in your life that you've asked the Lord this. Why did this have to happen now? Why did that happen in the past? Why did this interrupt all of my plans? Lord, can I get an answer? And maybe you haven't received an answer. And the question is, will we ever get an answer? Ephesians chapter 1 gives us a great promise here. Find a very strong principle here. As Paul is writing, opening up this letter, he's talking about the wonderful, glorious grace of the Lord. Verses 6 and 7 and 8 talk about the wonderful blessings and kindnesses showered down on us, and it builds in great confidence all the way down to verse 10. One translation says this, and this is God's plan, that at the right time, the appropriate time, all things will be brought together under the authority of Jesus Christ on heaven and on earth. Everything. That Greek word for all really means all. Everything in creation will be brought under the glory and the authority of Jesus Christ. And so when we look at this, Bible linguists and scholars will tell you this. This term brought together, it's a very powerful one, and it literally means everything will be summed up under Christ. Now follow it. It's talking not only about nations, but other things as well. Whenever I travel, I have to turn in my receipts to our CPA. When I look at a receipt, I make purchases, and what the way the receipt will be was the different things that I buy will be itemized, and the sum I have to pay is at the bottom. But in Paul's day, they put the sum at the top of the receipt. We say, here is what you're buying, and because of that, this is what you have to pay. They would say, this is what you have to pay, and this is the reason why. Everything is summed up, and that's the same reference here. It's saying this. The result is Jesus Christ. It's always been Jesus Christ. We honor him. We've been overcomers for him, as it says in Revelation chapter 2 and chapter 3. And whether we eat or drink, whatever we do all to the glory of God. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 31. And in our labor and search and following of the Lord, everything will be brought together as we are with him in heaven, in his home. It appears that there's going to be a time when we will receive the answers to the many things and how all the events of the world, both national and individual, will be brought together, and we'll get an answer to those things because it's to God's glory in Jesus Christ. Yes. Read Ephesians chapter 1. It's a very, very comforting passage.